Hey everybody, a couple months ago I made a video unboxing my Amex Platinum and my Chase Sapphire Preferred. A lot of people in the comments were asking how I was able to get that in regards to credit and how like a beginner's guide, even some relatives have asked. So I've decided to make this video and includes my top 3 credit cards that I would say to begin with, either to begin credit score or fix it. Without any further ado, let's get started. Starting with my first pick, the one that I personally own is the Discover It Secured credit card. I highly recommend this card if you're barely starting out. Obviously, the younger the better. So if you're 18 and looking to start, this is the one that I would highly recommend. Or if you're in the credit card game, just to rebuild it. I recommend this card because there's no annual fee and you earn 2% cash back. So for example, just take the time to read this and earn unlimited 1% cash back on all other purchase. Also, on the computer and within your phone application, you'll be able to monitor your credit score for free, which is amazing. Just keep in mind that since it is a secured card, you will have to put down a deposit and that will set your limit. So for example, when you apply and qualify, let's just say it'll ask for $200, $300, $500, whatever you put in, that will be your set amount. So treat it like real cash and then pay it off in full every month and then you'll be good to go. My second choice that I highly recommend is the Chase Freedom Flex or the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Any between these two are really amazing. There is no annual fee and there is a small sign up bonus, but overlooking that, what really catches a lot of people's attention is the 5% cash back. Just make sure that you can read the fine print right here. Up to $6,000 spent in the first year. And again, there's no annual fee, and these are some of the benefits that can be transferred or used on purchases. Again, just take the time to read that and keep that in mind. I feel like it's really good since compared to the Discover It, it's only 2% cash back. With these, it's 5%. And again, here's more in depth with the card benefits. So, as I said, it's a 200 sign up bonus, 5% grocery store offer, and also a 5% travel, which is pretty good. And then 3% back on dining and other restaurants, so restaurants and drugstore purchases, and then 1.5% on all other purchases and 1% on all other purchases for the flex. So keep in mind, I highly recommend this card. Really good cards, you can't go wrong with either of them, and it's all that with no annual fee. So I highly recommend if you're trying to break ground with Chase. My third pick that I also highly recommend is the Citi Double Cash back card. My cousin actually got this one and she recommended it to me since she said it's just really simple and basic, and I find it to be similar like the Discover It Secure. It's just 2% cash back on purchases, 1% when you buy, and 1% when you pay. And on top of all that, as I said, there's really not much to it. There's no annual fee. So just keep in mind all of this right here. 200 cash back after spending 1,500 on purchases within the first 6 months of opening an account. So there's really not that much to it. And again, I highly recommend this card. Again, it was a word of mouth through my cousin. You can't go wrong with it. Starting from left to right, the 30% amount owned is pretty much a revolving utilization. So it's really crucial that you keep everything 30% under. But I would say that, well, for me at least, I usually like to keep mine anywhere from the single digits up to 15%. And then for 35%, the payment history, the biggest one, it's really crucial that you always pay on time and stay consistent with it. You're just better off paying it in full to avoid any headache down the line. And then for credit mix, this is just like the total accounts you have. So creditors pretty much want to know that you can responsibly manage a mix of any type of credit card. So 10% makes that. As for the length of credit history, yeah, the longer you have credit history, the more points you'll just earn. Pretty much from people who I've heard who have 800 up and up credit scores, just pretty much say that it comes in due time. So just keep paying in full and stay consistent with everything and keep this low, then you'll be fine. As for 10% new credit, this is just for inquiries. So when you do a hard pull, whether you're getting a new credit card or loan, just keep these in mind because lenders do a hard inquiry when you apply for those things. So this is just how the scores are calculated. This is just an example of the importance of credit utilization rate. So as I said earlier, when you make a deposit, well, you have to make a deposit for the Discover. It's secured. So whatever you deposit, that will be your credit limit. So for example, if you make your first credit line, say you deposit 500, that will be your credit limit. And if you use 200, yours is really, really, really high, over 30%. But as I said, if you wait 6 to 12 months and apply for a new one, you'll be in good standing. Let's say that you do wait 6 to 12 months to open a new line of credit, but this time your credit limit has now reached 1,000 and you only use 200, your utilization drops under 30, which is pretty good, but we can do even better. As for step number 3, you repeat step number 2, wait 6 to 12 months unless you already automatically get a credit limit increase, or if you call and ask to get an increase, and that'll be fine. Because as you can see right here, this is your total credit line right here, 6,500, and now your utilization has dropped significantly to 9.23 in that single digit number. And just to recap, this is how the FICO scores are calculated. It says right here, with step 1 being first get a credit card, any of the credit cards that I mentioned earlier today. Step 2, get another credit card, but again, pace yourself 6 to 12 months. And then step 3, basically repeating step number 2, but again, pace yourself 6 to 12 months. That way you can increase your credit limit, and it also brings down your utilization rate. And overall, just stay consistent and you'll watch your score rise. And remember, keep that utilization low and always pay on time, pay in full, and stay consistent with it. That is all. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video today. As for me, what helped me get to my Chase and my Amex was my Discovered card. That was the first one I started with. Later on, progressed with the Chase that I preferred, and then waited, and then now the Amex Platinum. And if you have anything from your personal credit journey that you would like to share, drop it down below. Thank you.